Ooh, are we getting the sexy oohs? We look good, bitch.
All right.
Ooh.
This was completely unplanned, but we look amazing, don't we?
Yeah, let's look. We're all so coordinated. It's so cute.
Hello, YouTube.
What's up, Roscoe's? How we doing? We good? Yes? Yeah. All right. I want to tell everyone over there at YouTube, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. We are going to have a lovely, lovely time today. Are y'all ready? Yes?
Yes.
Let's bring out the divas.
Yeah, I was told that I have to behave today.
Ooh, really?
Yes, and I was told to remind everyone that it is the primary, so go ahead and make sure you vote. It's really important that you vote, yes?
Absolutely.
You do not get to complain if you don't vote, so please go ahead and vote. And another thing.
Already?
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Yeah. What happened?
Nothing.
No. I'm not going to talk about Miss Hobby Lobby. Let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, our first entertainer is the one and only Miss Pangina!
Yes. Pangina!
Look at this fucking suit, bitch. Yes.
Also, Roscoe's, please keep it going and give it up for Blair
St.
Clair.
Beautiful. My goodness.
And they also got the memo black and white. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
we-
go.
I live for it. All right, like I said, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Push the subscribe button. And I want to say, how you ladies doing today?
Doing good. I
Yes?
had 1 hour of sleep, so I am quite delirious, but I'm excited to be back and watching UK season 4.
Where
I'm all caught up.
Where did you travel from? Did you come from home?
LA. I was in
Oh,
LA
you were in
last
LA.
night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gorge. And Blair, how are you doing, love?
Surviving, not quite thriving, but we're here, we're doing it, we're happy to be here. I actually just came from my hometown of Indianapolis, and so it was really nice. Got to see my family, and I brought them with me here.
Awesome.
So they're coming
Where's
to
the
show.
family at?
They're
Where's
coming
the
to the show
family?
afterward. They just
Oh,
said,
okay,
yeah, they said they had to eat.
Oh, they said, fuck the viewing party.
They really did. They said go to
We're
work,
not
we'll see
watching.
you afterward at the party. I said, all right, I'll be there.
We're not sitting down and just eating. We're going to, but we'll come support
And
the show.
I told them they have to bring food back for me. That was the deal. I was
No,
like,
you're going to eat Roscoe's food.
oh, perfect. I'll
'Cause
eat
we
twice.
have food. Yes. We're gonna have
Twice.
you can't.
And if there's any
eat
boys in the audience, maybe 3 times.
Hell yeah.
Oh, work. I
Well,
live. Do we have any other announcements, Batty and Caramel?
Go ahead.
Well, I just want to say welcome back. We missed you last week.
Yeah, no,
I'm
thank
glad
you.
you're feeling better.
Yeah, a lot
And
better.
also, I see there's merch in the audience. So if you guys haven't gotten your merch,
Stand up. Let's show them the merch that you can get.
What's your name?
What is
Angel?
it? Pedro.
Yes.
Pedro. This is Pedro.
Show YouTube right there.
Yes.
Yes.
So
This
right,
is the
yes.
merch looking so lovely on Pedro. And you can get some of that merch by hitting this right above my head. Oh my God, that looks so lovely. Yes, look at it. So nice.
Also, you can. It's at Roscoe.com, right?
yep, and drag queen
And Drag
merch.
Queen merch,
Drag Queen
correct?
merch.
So
Absolute.
feel free to go to those websites and order the merch. We'll remind you about it later. Are you lovely ladies watching the season? Be
Yes.
honest. Okay, look, in our defense, I mean, I'm watching it because I get paid to watch it, but no, we watch it, but we are so what do you call it? Saturated with Drag Race,
Oh, yes,
right?
yes,
So
yes.
sometimes we just need like a little break. But this season, actually, if you guys haven't, is really good. It's funny. You have fashion and beauties, which we're really excited about this season. So if you guys are ready, then we'll dive right into it. Yes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Roscoe's, y'all ready? All right, let's do it, Mikey, and dive right in. All right,
yeah.
It's a good place to stop, yeah?
Yeah, but-
Snatch Game. Are we excited about Snatch Game?
Very.
I'm curious, and I want to hear what all of you guys think.
Yeah.
Do you think Snatch Game, it's time to change and go with something else? Or is Snatch Game like a staple of Drag Race? What do you guys think? We'll start with you, Pangina.
I think it's a staple. I think it's fun, and you get to really see who shine. Although I don't think I could comment on anyone else doing Snatch Game. That would be rich. But I love it when you get. You just got that.
No, it
5
was
minutes
good.
later.
It was good.
I'm self-aware. It's
You
fine.
did.
It's all good. It's all good. I have a good relationship to the truth. So, I like it to see, because you get to see different sides of a person, and when they do Snatch Game, they not only do they shine, but you see their brain, you see their homework, you see how crazy they can get. So I think it should be there. I don't know. I mean, as long as
Drag Race is around.
Yes, that part.
What do you think, Blair?
I also love. Well, no, I don't. I personally don't love Snatch Game. I love to watch it. And it's interesting because it's one of those things that you do watch as a viewer, and you're like, oh, I could do that, or I love that, and it's such a fun challenge to watch and to enjoy. And having done the show once and not doing Snatch Game, I was like, oh, I can't wait to the day that I get to do it. And now I hope I never do it ever again. But I hope to continue watching it for as many years as RuPaul keeps on kicking. I mean, like, it's such a fun challenge. I think it's kind of like the epitome of people's personalities and like what they do. Yeah,
but also, you did
What
a
do you guys
variation.
think?
You didn't do the standard Snatch Game. Do you think that would have changed your perception about it?
Yeah, also because I wasn't like thinking about Snatch Game too. Like I did Snatch Game of Love and picked a character who like couldn't possibly be in love with like men because she was a lesbian. So like I hadn't really thought that part through. Yeah. But I would love to tell you and be like, yeah, I could totally. I don't want to even try. I don't. If it was just for fun, I love the past format of All Stars when no one was eliminated. That's the only type of way I would want to do a competition series again, with not just doing it for fun. So if it was for fun, sure. But other than that, absolutely not.
Okay, Naysha, your thoughts?
I think, and yeah, it's so funny that you say that, because I think that's how we should always go into the competition, is for fun, because you do let your inhibitions down and you're just like, I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? But I still love Snatch Game. Everyone, like you said, it shows dimension. Some people bomb, some people do really well, but yes, when people do bad, it's cringy. It is a little cringy, right? And you're like, ugh. But when someone does really well, like Jinx Monsoon, oh my God, it's like watching magic happen, right? It's so good. So I'm still here for it. What do you ladies think? You're still here for it?
I don't think it should go anywhere. I like it. It's just like a staple, like you guys said, and it really separates the amateurs from the professionals in the acting and carrying on with, how to be quick. And it's, to be a queen, I mean, I feel like you need to be quick.
And Caramel, before you answer, and you can attest to this, when you audition with their character, and they give you lines to, right? They say, we're going to say this, you respond to that. So you actually kind of can prepare and have some kind of idea to what you're going to do for Snatch Game, because they kind of send you, a little prep. By the way, I have this nasty little lisp right now. Do you guys hear it?
Yeah, your teeth.
I
wasn't going to read
sorry.
you.
Yes.
So my face is so swollen. I went to the dentist, so I have this little lisp, and I keep like, it's not cute. Don't try.
You're doing great.
No,
You're doing
yes,
great.
but I'm like, I'm gonna shut up this.
Well, no,
But what do you think, Caramel?
Yeah, I think Snatch Game is a staple. It should remain there. If you sign up for Drag Race, I think you should prepare for Snatch Game, a ball, and the Rusical. Those are the three things you know.
And you better know how to sew.
That part as well. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. At least something. A little tube dress, whatever it may be. Sew something and then embellish it to the challenge. So,
I agree. 100%. I agree.
But I have a question, because this season is all about learning, There's a lot of newbies here. Did they do their research? And I'm very excited to see how this is going to play out. Because last week, they got red. So for you ladies, how do you feel about, right now we have a combination of veterans and then people who have been doing drag for just less than a year. Someone only performed once before getting on Drag Race. Like, do you think it should be that? Like, I know you're like shocked. Yeah. Like, do you think it should be some kind of requirement where you're like, you need to have been at least performing for a year, not been on stage once? Or how do you guys feel about that? Someone so, novice going against someone so experienced.
okay, I think... why they think? I was going to say, I think it varies, because like with Starlet, she said she had only performed one time, but how long had she been posting photos on Instagram and developing that craft? So they knew she was going to be sickening for the runway, and it's just like, all right, throw her to the wolves on the other shit. She'll figure it out. Or won't.
I think it's interesting because I think you could say that people need to have a certain amount of experience. But then that's also kind of categorizing what drag is. And it's also kind of, you're putting people into a box. And what we do is giving everyone a platform to do what you do. And, you know, like, I've taken so much from different queens that have been doing drag way less time than I have. I take from my drag daughter all the time. You know, like, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're crazy talented and you've been doing this far less than I have. And other people that have been doing this for years and years and years. And of course, I look up to them for different reasons. And I think there's different reasons of why people excel in different ways. And I mean, of course, it's a television show. So you're going to put people there in varying, you know, degrees of their art form. And I think if you don't learn from somebody in a different way, then you're not open to learning and growing. And I think that's also part of drag. I'm not the same human. I'm not the same drag artist that you saw here the last time I was here, or the time before, or before that. And I think that's because it's important to stay open to growing.
I love that.
And I want you to answer this, but I want to change it up for you. The only way that I see it affecting is judging. Because someone mediocre who just started drag, someone who does something mediocre, not that they're mediocre, might be judged a little bit differently than a veteran. For example, Cheddar, they expect a whole lot from Cheddar. And they don't from others. So on a judging perspective, do you think like that's fair? Like that, I think that's the only way that it affects veteran, and you know what I mean?
I mean, I got a lot of shit for judging on my season people who have more experience, because I've seen them at their best, and so I always have that image in my mind. I mean, it is what it is in the past, but it is difficult because if you see them excel at a certain challenge outside of the competition, and in the competition you're like, what are you doing? It's kind of hard to separate that. So, I mean, I think Cheddar is freaking amazing. I've been following her for years and years, and I think she's a legend in what she does. And so, has she been doing well in this competition?
She has.
Okay,
She's
good.
been doing-
Okay, good. I'm happy with that. Yeah. But you know, with veterans as well, I think the one critique that you can also say is that they're stuck at what they do, and they have that itch. It was like, oh, it has to be a certain way. Versus, you know, a newbie, they're fresh, they're exciting, they do things without having that constraint of what should be. So I think if the two can learn from each other, it could be a nice medium. Yeah.
I just have a question. Did you get any shit or backlash for not being on the show and being the judge of the show?
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah. But then the paycheck cleared and it was fine. And it's like, I always thought it was like, okay, I had that thought for like 2 seconds. I was like, okay, you've never done this before. How do you have the right to judge other people? And I was like, life's about doing things that you've never done before and being afraid, and that's when you actually feel alive. And I was like, this is a show I've always loved. I don't want to say no. And that's the same for when they asked me to compete as well. I was like, I don't want to say no. This is so cool.
Not to mention, being on Drag Race and not being on Drag Race does not define your talent. So who the fuck cares whether you were on there or not? You're a talented individual. You deserve to be in that seat, and we applaud it. Did we not enjoy it? Yes?
Yeah.
That's all that motherfucking matters.
And that goes for all the Drag Race girls that are getting opportunities. You know, Nikki Doll and what's her name from Philippines? Jiggly, yeah.
Jiggly, yeah.
You know, and I just think it's great that they are getting that opportunity, and I hope to see it, you know, grow in a way where we can, you know, have more queens and people that have been on the show and know the format to be able to come back and be guest judges, because I think that's where you really grow, is because you've already been through this, you know how to go, and then what you have to say is going to be, you know, a little more empowering than someone that you just live for their music, you know?
Yes.
And you're going to say something? Go for it.
I was going to say, give it up for Precious Paula Nicole. I don't think we've shouted her out since she won the first season of Philippines. So, yes.
Work.
Round of applause for them. Round of
Yes.
applause. But speaking of growth, to bring it back before we jump into that, Baby, she's one of a very select few people who have left on their own accord. And I think we see growth with the show of them not pressuring them to stay or telling them they're going to make such a mistake. But I was listening to a Drag Race podcast today, and Willem had said that one of the UK girls had told her that Baby had heard before walking back to the stage that she had already lost the lip sync. Do you think that's a possibility, or would that ever happen that a contestant would know that?
I don't think that's... First of all, let me say, I'm nowhere to victim blame. If I don't want to say that that's not someone's experience. But at the same time, I, having done the show, don't know that that's possible. I don't know if you could ever hear, like, maybe someone, like, leaks it or anything. Like, I think that's really challenging. But I do, like, have to commend someone for saying, like, hey, enough's enough for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done. Like, I'm checked out. There were times, like, I wish I had said that. But there was too much, like, drive of saying, like, no, I gotta prove this to everybody and prove to myself. And I look back and I'm like, who was I proving anything to? Like, at the end of the day, when you walk away and you're happy with yourself, that's all that matters. And I know that sounds very cliche and silly, but, like, I've taken a lot of time since, and I'm like, is everything on the TV perfect? Absolutely not. I'm also very self-aware. And, but there are things that I look at and I'm like, damn, I wish I'd done better, but it had to be exactly what it was for you to be exactly where you are today. And you have to know when enough is enough. And, sometimes the universe says, you gotta go, and then enough's enough. And sometimes you have to tell people, I gotta go and enough is enough. But I recommend it.
And that's growth.
I think honestly, I don't know that could happen. Who knows? Yeah. On what set, what was going on, blah, blah, blah. But my opinion, she probably was like, I don't know if I could do this anymore. I feel like I should just go. And then she might have heard, girl, she lost that lip sync. She's going home. She's like, fuck it, I'm just going to leave on my own then. You know what it could have motivated a thought that she already had. Because I will tell you from experience, and you guys know, it's not an easy thing. It's just not, look, Pangina just drinks. She's just it's just not easy to be on Drag Race, period. There's a reason now they have this whole thing with, what is it called?
It's Queen
Care. Queen Care.
Yes.
Yeah.
A therapy system for you?
It's therapy.
Yeah. It started season, what season did it start? Like 9 or 10 or something like that?
I think it was 9.
Because we
when
didn't
it
have
switched
it.
to VH1.
When it's 9.
So I think
it was
9.
They said, we know what we're
Did
doing.
you not
Let's
have
get
Queen
nine.
Care, Pangina?
We didn't have it.
Wait, you need to explain to me first what Queen
Queen
Care
Care-
is, and then I'll tell you. We had it. I don't.
Basically, after you get... Basically,
She
what
said,
had
I would not
happened...
have felt that way.
You can't repeat the words and expect me to understand more. Queen Care. It's Queen Care.
Queen Care.
Queen Care.
I heard you the first time.
Yeah, we heard... So
Explain it. It's exactly like when like you're talking about celebrity. Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie. Carrie. It's Carrie.
Right,
I'm like, okay.
Well, Candy Muse, after her season, she received a lot of hate and, a lot of bullying and stuff like that. And she received Queen Care, which is basically a therapy session at any time that she wanted or needed. But it wasn't just for that. It was also when the girls would get eliminated or if they were, like, super stressed and needed someone to talk to, stuff like that. And they started that after my season 9. We're like, oh, well, fuck our drag. But
Yeah, I just find it so interesting that it took them that long to finally care about the people that they're putting on TV. That just baffles my mind.
I know there's a lot of people that also say a lot of negative things about Drag Race, but I do have to say, like, on Queen Care, there was a TV producer that also, it was a story producer that also called me almost periodically, like every episode of my first season when it came out. It was like, hey, how are you feeling? How was the episode? Like, how do you feel about how everything went? Like, how you looked on TV? Like, how things went in the confessionals? Like, how are you feeling? And they did check in. So I'm happy that there is so much more of that, of like checking in and knowing that, like, yes, what we do is not like real life, but like our real lives still happen around it. So, like, gotta throw out, like, thank you out there if you're watching. Like, please keep it coming.
well, there was one story producer that I had that was like this. Okay, so I want you to go, yes, Mama Boots, work out! And I'm like, that's not me. She's like, no, but it's going to be exciting, so you got to come in, you got to be like, yes, work, blah! And I'm like, I'm not like that. And seriously, there's some story that contestants, I should say, refuse to work with because they really want to manipulate your character, your person. Like, they really want to, I think is kind of like out there. You know what I mean? But, of course, it's TV, right?
But then if they're your story producer, you're kind of screwed. And you're like, wait, should I say that? Yeah. Should I do that?
Oh, no. You start getting in your head. You're like, fuck, I'm going to have to do this shit or I'm going home. Like, you're like, do I do it? Like, yeah, no, it's very that way. And then the one that it was, you're like, yeah.
Well,
here we go.
Speaking
Anyway,
of
let's go.
characters,
Yeah, let's save yours.
Let's go right back in there. All right. So, first
Right.
things first. We have one of the girls. It is Danny Beard. She just said she's basically changed. No, that wasn't Danny Beard. It was
Jambas.
Jombers. Just changed her character. She said, "All right, I will do St. Patty." Right? Is that something you ladies would do if Rue was sitting in front of you, telling you, "You should change it to this"?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If
You
it's in
guys
your-
say you
if-
would.
If it's in my wheelhouse, yeah. If it's
Yeah.
loosely based around the character I'm trying to go for, why not?
Yeah. What do you ladies think?
I think she just made a really good decision because if it pays off and you do well, Rue's gonna love you that much more. Because when I did my Snatch game, Rue was like, "Why don't you try be a Thai version of Mariah Carey?" And then I was like, "Huh?" I was real confused and I didn't do it. And then now looking back, I was like, I should have. If Rue like gives you pockets of gold and you just have to take them, I would say, yeah.
I honestly I don't remember if it was aired or not, but one of those similar situations happened to me, and Rue told me to change something, but he said in my Snatch game I should have done Howdy Doody, but as Heidi Doody, like a drag version, and I had absolutely no idea who that was. And here I am, and I don't remember if they aired it or not. Does anybody know? Okay, I don't think they did, and because I remember saying back, I was like, but I didn't pack that. I was like, I don't have that. And then I was like, can someone like show me on their phone like who even it? And I wish I had smuggled a phone and like had been able to like look up who that was and like done that. Like so, yes, I wish I had, but I did it not. I did not do it.
All I took from that is that you are a fucking baby and we're all old here. How do you not know
I
who
know
he
the name.
is?
I know the name. No, I'm not a child because I just had an old the other day. Like I was talking with this group of kids and I was like, you guys are so young. And they're like, yeah, we're like 22 to 23. And I'm like, I'm older than that though. I was like, by a couple years. And they're like,
A
yeah.
couple years, she says.
Okay, but anyway, the whole point of the situation is I'm not much of a storyteller. And to say that they made me feel so old. And like I went into this audition a couple days afterward and I was like texting my agent and I was like, why is everybody here like younger than me? He said, because bitch, you look the same age. And I was like, okay, I get it.
Blair, how old are you?
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Yes.
We're
Because
not
it's
gonna
probably
pop,
the right
so-
age.
26, 27?
I'm 27.
27.
Yeah.
Word.
So pretty close,
27.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Which
How
is
many,
still,
how many people
yeah,
in the
still
room are
young.
older than 27? Yeah.
Not even half.
That's why everyone's like, yeah,
Not
this
even
story
half,
needs
though.
to finish.
No, not even half. Not even half. The other people were like, yeah, that bitch is old. Thank you. I feel seen.
Okay, so.
Also, I do have to say, though, whenever I do make somebody... This is cringe. Whenever I make somebody laugh, I do have to remind you that I did lose Drag Race twice on comedy challenges. So I like to take it where I can get it.
Yeah.
So thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, we love that. And you know who else loves that? Our guests from very far that we like to send shout outs to. So let's take this opportunity really quick and do some shout outs. Okay, so you want to start with this first one?
I got you. We're going to shout out to Malia in South Africa as well as Jordy in Michigan.
It's
Jody.
It's Jody.
See, I can't read.
Jody from Michigan.
Lan and
Luan.
Yeah, you take that one.
It sounds like I got to take all of them. You bitches don't know how to read.
There's extra
So we have
letters in
Luan
here.
and Rodrigo in Brazil. We have Devin in Vietnam.
Let Batty get the next one.
Oh, I can say this one.
I know.
Hey, George and Richie in the UK.
Caramel, the
love
next
you.
one's yours. I know you got that one.
Shady. We're going to say hey to Color Bright in Thailand.
Give it up for Grant in Baton Rouge and Marco in Croatia. Thank you guys so much for watching. Continue to watch. Continue to leave comments. We love to send you shout outs and we love that you keep watching. Thank you so much. Hello from Roscoe's. And let's go ahead and go right back into it, shall we?
Yeah,
All right,
snatch
let's
it.
do it. Okay. We just watched Snatch Game. And it was like, a plane trying to take off, and then people would bring it back down. And it was like, ugh. What did you... I told you there were parts that were cringe, right?
You were lying.
Yeah. What did you ladies think about Snatch Game?
I thought it was interesting. The last scene before you cut off just now, it was the same ranking of what I had in my mind. It's like 1, 2, 3. It was so crazy, right? Because I was like, who am I? Like, who do I think was great? And 1, 2, 3. It was crazy.
How about you? What were you thinking?
Oh, I lived. I love the funniest. I love the funniest moments. I love the cringiest moments. I love the silly little moments that aren't supposed to be funny, but we're laughing at. And I love how good the producers do the editing of like adding in the little sound moments and everything.
The music tore me up.
The shade.
The Irish music especially.
Yeah.
Took me home.
I love. Did you guys? Did you two ladies have any standouts for you? Yeah, no, you're.
Yep.
Pangina, you're the guest.
Yep,
girl.
you're here.
Sorry. I thought the ones that made me laugh was Queen Elizabeth
Yeah, that's
and
Same.
Saint Patty.
John
Same.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because I thought, like, as a character, Danny Beard was really is a funny person. I think maybe she overthinks or something. I know what that feels like. But like, I felt like as a person, she was so funny, and then maybe she was withholding something, and so we can't see the character. And it was so shady because it said gibberish when she was
Oh my God, I caught that
in English.
She was talking. And it
She
said
was speaking
gibberish.
in English, and it said gibberish, and we were like, oh. Wasn't that funny?
so funny.
Such a read.
Same, the exact same things.
Same three. What about you, lovely ladies? Do you guys think same? Those are your
us?
top three? Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I found it interesting that the two best ones, Cheddar and Jombers, were in, I feel like, traditionally the winning spots when they do the cast members on Snatch Game. It's that first spot
Ooh,
and the
I never
last
realized
spot.
that.
With the exception of, like, Max. They did bad when they were in that first spot. Everyone else kind of, like, knocked it out the park or was safe.
I just have to say, Danny Beard just worked me out. That was hysterical.
Yeah.
I have never laughed so hard.
You were the only one laughing, girl.
That is fun. I thought it was hysterical.
No. I love the
And I think
commitment
it's
to
funny
the
because-
character. The commitment to the character was
I
hilarious.
have no idea who that
But
person is.
it was like, it wasn't like funny. You know what I mean?
Speaking of not funny, I felt like something was lost
so shady.
lost in translation with Peppa. I don't know what was
Bitch.
going on there.
What do you
I-
mean?
we-
That was watching a disaster
We
just
could-
unravel right in front of
When
you.
she
could also-
said Lil Nas, I was like, oh, she about to turn it out. I thought it was going to be really funny. A lot of physical comedy, all kinds of stuff.
No,
I
girl.
think physical comedy would have helped them in this.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
relied on just the sex, crude humor jokes, which...
And the accent, doing an American accent. I I think she thought that was going to
Oh,
be
you
it.
know, I didn't even
You guys
pick
didn't
up
realize
on
she was doing an
that.
American
Oh, yeah.
accent. Yeah.
Was that an American accent?
Yeah, she was. No, she did. Right? It was pretty good.
She
Yeah.
totally was.
It was pretty good.
I didn't even think about it.
Okay, and then what about Pixie Polite doing Shirley Bassey?
Oh, that was horrible. Well, no, I shouldn't say it like that. I'm sorry. You know what it was.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm sorry. Don't come at me now, you two, please. Like,
I think she'll
this
be
is what-
safe.
my
right?
job. Okay,
I
no.
think she'll
What
be
I
safe.
thought,
I think she'll be safe.
she kept going into the diamonds thing and
Yeah.
diamond and diamond. It was like, okay, girl, we get it, but like there was, and then she didn't even know who she was talking about. She didn't make no movies. She's
No,
like,
she didn't.
Were you really in movies, girl? Like that was like not know your character. That was, I don't know. That was kind of cringy. Yeah.
I think LaFille didn't do
Was she
so
the-
well. Yeah,
I had no idea who they were.
Was it the lady that keeps things clean on
Marie Kondo,
Netflix?
yeah, she'll come
Netflix?
and, like,
okay,
help clean
okay.
and sort and
so I
purge.
understand the tidiness of that, but there just wasn't much to go with it. I think.
Someone who did go with it, though, what's her name? Dakota Schiffer. She ate Pete Burns up. That was
I loved
pleasantly...
her. Loved her. She was a favorite of
Dakota
mine.
Schiffer did Pete Burns.
I didn't
Oh,
even,
yes, I love
didn't
that
even know
one.
that was her with those big lips.
Yeah, it was good. And it was unexpected. I didn't think she was going to be that funny, to be honest. And she was, right?
It seemed like she had just done that in her house with her friends, was just in the moment, and yeah, it really translated
Yeah.
that she was comfortable in front of Rue with it.
Totally. Okay, so I think for the people that did not so well, it's pretty good that there's a lot of them that did not do well. So they're like, well, it could be you, or it could be you, it could be me, but it could be you too, and you too, and maybe you. So you get You get what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of bad, and there's only 3 good, right? Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
The veterans, it seems like they kind of pulled through. I just answered my own question from the beginning.
You don't see them sending the whole cast to the bottom for a bad Snatch game.
No, not like what
It
season
didn't happen
was
last
that?
time. Remember that? Which
What
one
season was that?
14, the one we just
baby.
watched.
14, which was considered to be the worst Snatch game ever.
In history, girl.
God.
Yeah, Deja won. Shout out to Deja Sky.
Hey, Deja. What's
Remember she did Lil Wayne? Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Lil Jon.
I mean Lil Jon.
I
Stop.
It's okay.
Oh, bitch, they're coming for
No,
you.
She's black.
YouTube
she
is
can do
coming
it.
for you.
I'm black. I'm black. I'm black. It's fine.
They were 2 black men with dreads.
There was a Lil
fucking
and there were
live.
dreads.
Bitch.
1, 2, fuck you.
This is no.
Let's go.
It's your time, bitch. It's your turn, bitch. They got me last week. Next week it's all you, bitch.
okay.
The pressure. God.
Oh my God, no! But I saw Deja. I had just moved to LA, kind of recent, and I had seen Deja like at a lot of shows, and that is all I heard the entire time. She would get on the mic, and she's just like she would be him the entire time. She's fucking hilarious. But anyway, okay, so. Same ones. I mean, there's a lot of people in the bottom. Yes.
Every once in a while, watching Snatch Game though, I know we want to laugh and like the ones that are funny, but like I always go back to the one that you said it, not me, the worst Snatch Game of season 14.
Worst Snatch Game in history.
Do you remember when Willow did Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
I loved it because you might not have laughed, but it was such a good characterization that I was like, oh my gosh, like this is good, like acting work. And so sometimes like there are characters out there that like they might not make you laugh, but you have to sit back and be like, that was kind of cute. Like it wasn't funny. Like I get that's what you're supposed to do for the thing. But like sometimes there are those like random people that creep up on you that like you're like, oh, like that was like interesting.
Yeah, they do a really well. They do the impersonation
Yes,
really
the impersonation.
well, but then it's just not funny. And Rue is more like make me laugh type
Yes.
of thing, opposed to a good impersonation. And I think that's the key here, is to be like hilarious, right? And then you could just be Jinx Monsoon and just be on it 100% and be absolutely amazing, because it's still my favorite. Do you guys have any favorite Snatch games that stand out to you? Mine is Jinx. Jinx, the Judy Garland, that's my favorite so far. What about you? Do you ladies same?
Oh, but also Bendela.
What did Ben... Oh, she did Judy Garland too, right?
Everything Bendela has done.
What did she do? Did she do...
She
did
did
what?
Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith.
Paulin and
Paul
Maggie
Lynn
Smith.
from
And
Match
Game, the host of Match
So
Game.
can all of us coming together?
Okay, I
This is
live.
great.
Who else did a really good Snatch game? Do
For
you
being
remember your favorite?
being the first Snatch game, I think Tatiana really knocked it out the park with the Britney Spears. That was hilarious.
That was good. The best Britney that's ever been on Snatch.
Oh my God! Here we go again.
Well,
I was not setting that up.
I mean, I thought so. Do you guys think? I thought it was. She did win, bitch. Did she not?
No, yes, I would
Y'all
say.
always think I'm trying to be shady.
That comment just held
I agree with
weight.
my statement, not
It
with
held
you.
weight.
A girl.
And then most recent, probably Monet as Mike Tyson. That shook me.
Oh yeah, the most
Mike
recent,
Tyson, right?
Yeah, the most recent one I lived for was Raja Gemini when she with the puppet. It was
Madness.
so good. It was just so good. Yeah.
That Snatch game, period. Everyone was pretty good
Yeah.
on that Snatch game, yeah? Was it a... I heard that, Caramel.
There was a
there-
wheeze. I didn't know if there was
bad-
a
There was a fly.
No, baby, that was
No,
you.
that was
Say
not
it.
coming from out of there
Who-
either. bitch.
who
So
did
what
you-
was it?
Who? Remind me. Who was it? No, remind me. Who?
I think they were all stellar
Oddly?
and amazing. And yeah, I was gonna say I think the Boogeyman probably could have had a little room for improvement, but Evie
Was she-
also said that.
Wait, what character was she?
The
Boogeyman.
Bitch, she was the boogeyman like 3 episodes.
Yeah, she was. No, she was the wolf, and then she was the boogeyman, and then she was just still sexy.
She was fucking sexy. She really was. All right, well,
All right.
let's go ahead and get back into it and see who's on the top and which of the other 8 are in the bottom. All right. Really quick before we start, does everyone know what you equals you mean? Yes? Everyone say it on the count of 3. No, not you equal. Y'all motherfuckers are too much. I cannot. What does you equals you mean?
Undetectable, untransmittable.
Perfect. Thank you. That is super, super important. I hope that if anyone did not know that, you took that away from that right now. If there's one thing that you took away from this episode, please, it's super, super important. HIV, being HIV positive is no longer, it is still a stigma. People still consider it a stigma. It's up to us to get rid of that stigma. So please, educate as many people as you can with, it's simple as that. You equals you.
As well as yourself.
Yes.
Educate yourself, too.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
That was so great that this was being,
Absolutely.
like, kids all around the world are going to see this. And, like, this is so fantastic. The message that this is going to touch people in such great ways. It's something like the stigma of it. Like, so many people don't ever want to talk about it because they think it's bad, or they think that somebody's not clean, or like we don't talk about it like that anymore. We talk about people as being people, and no matter what is going on, we can move through it with conversation.
Absolutely.
And this is just so great for me.
And I do love that, yes, young people are being exposed to this at earlier ages, but right now it's really important for those older people that don't know and still kind of are stuck in their ways. And they're like, oh, no, that's HIV. I can't have sex with a person that's HIV positive. I'm going to get it. I'm going to this. And they really need to educate themselves and know what science is now. You know what I mean? So that's really important too, as much as, Okay, but enough of that. Now let's talk about this runway. What's the runway going to be? What's the theme? Is it just pink?
Think pink. Yes,
Just
yes.
Think pink.
Last time they did that was on season 12.
Got it. So let me ask you ladies this, since there's going to be a few
Rolodex
people. Oh, no,
over
she knows
here.
everything. Yeah. She knows everything.
Girl.
Do you think the runway is going to play a factor in deciding who is going to be in the bottom this week? Because, mind you, there's 8 contestants. 3 did really well. 5 bombed.
There's 7.
Oh, 7?
Yeah, and they usually do
Oh, okay.
it with 8.
Yeah, it's...
But yeah, baby's not here.
Ah, got it.
But does it really?
Who's missing here?
Oh, you mean like just
Oh,
Runway's
we have
release
copies.
factor?
So what do you think? Do you think that the runway is going to play a factor on deciding who will be in the bottom? Because we had, 3 really good ones and 4 not so good.
On that note, would you say through your experiences that the runway has affected anyone's placement?
I think that runways affect your first traditional season far more than it affects an all-star season. Because at an all-star season, you have more of an expectation of like knowing your brand and being able to work and travel and to invest into your brand to show up and be like, to every runway is more of a showcase versus kind of like, hey, this is where I'm at with my craft and this is what I do. So I think on a season like this, I think, yes, it has more of a factor in like your trajectory, like on the show and like in the competition. But I think like for an all-star season, it's a completely different question.
What do you think, Pangina?
I don't think it'll play a factor. I really don't. I think that they're going to dissect most of the Snatch game and see who lie where and decide on that more, because I feel like you said, how you do in the runway is more for the audience, for us to know them as characters, and how you judge and whether you stay on, it's according to the challenge at hand. Yeah. That's just my take.
So you think runway is more for us opposed to them actually being like judged?
Well, the challenge means more than the runway.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
For
sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, that for
We're
sure.
watching the same show, for
For
sure.
sure.
Right,
That is for
absolutely.
sure. That's for
Whoa,
sure.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. All right. So I wanted to remind everyone that we do this every single week, and next week's guests are going to be Lawrence Chaney and Cheddar Gorgeous. Cheddar. And Lawrence, we're got some UK people up in here. I love that. The link is alive and well in our Instagram
The live
profile.
is link.
So go ahead and get your tickets for next week. It's going to be absolutely lovely.
Yes,
I can't wait.
yes.
I can't wait. That's going to be fun.
I just love to hear them talk.
Yeah.
It's just so mesmerizing to me. Like, if Cheddar Gorgeous had a podcast, bitch, I would be the first one to
listen,
sign up
yeah.
and just listen.
Whatever she does, I'm
Yeah.
buying it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also about buying stuff, buy our merch. Go to Drag Queen Merch, hit the button right over here if you haven't, and subscribe and buy our merch and all that good stuff because we do this for y'all. So let's go ahead and jump right back into this and see this runway and tops and bottoms and how this is gonna go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
I want
You
more.
like you mean like you were left like not fulfilled, like you want more,
Oh,
or
I
it was
wasn't
like that was
fulfilled.
so
Not
great, I
fulfilled.
want more. Like
It was great. I want more.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
gorge. Okay, let's go ahead and go down the list and let's see what we think. Blair and Pangina, will you do that for us? We're gonna
Us
do-
too, okay?
Yeah.
We'll start with black pepper.
Oh, I love the shapes.
You love black pepper? No, that's not black pepper. I don't
Nope,
think.
that would be the
Black pepper was the one with the really
Yes.
big. Oh yeah.
Cotton candy.
Oh, that
so,
one.
Like,
okay.
The shapes that she was making with her body. Like,
Oh,
all
okay,
the-
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you did like that one.
Yes, I thought
okay.
it was really. It wasn't a ton of pink necessarily,
Yeah.
but I loved the shapes that was made.
Yeah, the silhouette was really nice. I thought the gimmick was cute, but it wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that there was a disconnect between the material of the pants versus the top, and all three sections within the outfit
Yeah.
could have been on its own if pulled back something that looked good.
Yeah.
But the three together did not work for me.
Go off.
No, we're right with you.
I live.
I am right with you.
None of us
that's
have to
just
say anything
my
about this.
opinion.
That's fair.
But I felt like individually they're really cool.
Yeah.
And it reminds me a little bit of like, the British military, like
yeah.
when they sent, that hat. I just thought that different pants maybe. Yeah.
You guys agree? Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think she needs to maybe not focus so much on these heavy hair gears that she's been wearing. It seems like it's distracting or it pulls away from the entire like moment each time.
Agree. How about Cheddar Gorgeous? Absolutely love. What do you ladies think?
Amazing.
Very smart.
Mind you, did you notice the judges did not say not one word until
Oh,
the,
yeah, no,
until
they
the
were
very
so
end?
satisfied.
Michelle said one thing, but the whole time everyone was just quiet and watching her. It was so
It
good.
was very emotional. It was very beautiful.
If she don't win, anyone, I will let someone bitch slap me right now. I'm not even kidding,
Right.
because she did so well, and that outfit, the thing that I feel like it's so great is that you're not just following the theme, and it's not just pink, but it's pink and something. It's making you think. It's important to her, and it's important, or to they, and then, I feel like there's a message, and that's what it should be.
And if you and let's say you make them blue and you take away the message, it's still giving fashion. It was
Oh,
still
yeah.
a beautiful
Yes.
piece. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So altogether, just absolutely amazing. Yes.
I feel like I was seeing some production strings being pulled. Cheddar was obviously so fucking great in Snatch Game, and I think it was very smart to select that category for this runway because they don't know the category prior to. You find out that day, right?
Yeah, you find out
Yeah.
the day of or before. But
Ooh, Pangina.
But they like to kind of like snoop in your wardrobe, see what you might have brought, kind of look around.
So they're like, Cheddar, you won. Let's showcase one of your best looks this time. So I thought that was very smart as well.
What do you feel, Pangina? Because this is not to you.
I didn't hear anything. I don't know what you're saying. I thought, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, the
Take
category.
a sip and then tell
Go
us what you
ahead.
think.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll ask again.
At least, how did they do it for you?
Yeah.
No, it was structured. So
Yeah.
that's the first time I've heard of that it could be flip-flopsy.
Well, okay. Well,
Really?
you know
Why
what?
is it so dangerous at Roscoe's?
It's
Fuck!
not.
Every time I'm here, I'm like, shit!
We like to get you nice and liquored up. What kind of shot do you like?
Did you flipsy flopsy on your show?
What? In Thailand?
Yeah.
The alcohol? Oh, all the judges drink. We were shit-faced. But like, the contestants don't drink. I think they might. They smuggle it in. Oh yeah, they were. One of them was so drunk in Snatch Game she couldn't communicate. Yeah. They drank. Yeah.
That happened to Jujubee. Jujubee was, but I don't. Does anybody know what what
Black-
episode
it
it
was
was?
the Black-
Or I think it was
Black Velvet. That
Yes,
lip
it was the
sync,
Black
yeah.
Velvet lip sync.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because
That's
it
when
was
they
in
started-
Untucked, right?
Yes, and that's when they started putting like a cap on how much they would give each contestant.
Right. Untucked. She was just.
She
like,
took everyone's
bam, bam,
drinks.
bam, bam,
But
bam.
some of the
She
girls, they
was
bring it in
bootsy.
Listerine bottles.
Oh, what?
They fill up the Listerine. Oh, sorry if I gave away the tea.
Thank you. I'm
Whatever.
like,
Baby. Now they're gonna be checking the Listerine
I'm
bottles,
not
girl.
Thanks, Blair. Thanks. Look, these girls prepping up like they going on a cruise, putting shit in wine bottles, and y'all crazy. Woo!
Girl, the
No, but
girls
they
are
gave us
girling.
only,
That's
like-
all I'm gonna say.
They gave us like 2 shots maximum, and it's not even like a good shot. It's a shot. It's like a baby shot, right? Mixed with all that juice, you're like, I don't feel it. But I think you're right. It's from that episode with Juju, because like when she was
Yeah.
lip syncing, you can smell the alcohol from the TV. Like you can.
Her eyes are telling a whole different story.
Like you can.
I live. All right. How about Dakota? How did we like Dakota's? She looked
Oh,
beautiful.
solid. Stunning.
Beautiful.
Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns.
And to say that, like, all of them, this is like their first time ever competing. I get it, that's 2022, whether they filmed this year or last. Like, coming to a competition with that caliber of stuff just from today's runway is mind blowing.
Yeah, it's great. It looks
All of
so
them.
good. Danny Beard.
I liked it. I felt like it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was giving a similar silhouette to what we've seen, but it was a different hair. Their mustache was colored.
I just
lived.
think it was not a good week for Danny. That's it. It just wasn't. No, yeah.
I thought Danny was great. I love you, Danny.
I love Danny's one of my favorites, but not a good week. What did you think, Pangina?
I thought the shape was excellent. I thought the colors was great. There was a push and pull between what she was wearing. It looked so expensive, and it was just so thought of. Like it thought of so well, and it's not something traditional that I would see. So it excited me. I really liked it. I appreciated it.
And I love bearded drag. We need to see more of it. So I get really excited that she like changes it up and does the pink and all that. That was really cute. Okay. Jumpers.
I don't know why they thought that was a reveal, holding their skirt.
Oh, my God. My biggest pet peeve is to come out and do reveal and reveal absolutely nothing.
It was giving the Fabergé egg that Cracker did on. Yeah, I was just like, what is this?
Like, anytime you expect a reveal, you're like, ooh, bitch, wait a minute. That
said-
skirt dropped and everyone
Yeah,
dropped
it was
with
like, whoa. We were like, oh, shit.
I was holding my skirt.
Everybody dropped with the skirt.
Okay, but this happened last week. Let's recap last week
True.
when she came out in the squirrel fur, remember?
Furkini.
Her reveal there was a thing as
God.
well. So,
Not
was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Where
I
was
was
last
so
week?
excited at first when she was holding it up because I thought I was going to be a Little Shop of Horrors reference because I thought she was like a flower or a plant of some sort. And then it came down and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's cute.
Were you disappointed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how sweet you're trying to be, girl. Tell it how it is. That's what we do here, Roscoe.
It was fine.
It was all right. You know. Okay.
Wait, we're not done.
Who do we have? We have more.
We're still talking about this.
Oh, are we? Oh shit.
Yeah, we are. We have a couple more.
You didn't like it that much?
No, I mean, I want to put my 2 cents in. I felt like a reveal when you walk out, you should not know that there's going to be a reveal. That's very important. The outfit should stand on its own before or after the reveal. And if the gays or the girls or anyone watching at home does not have a reaction like what you did, then it's not a reveal. That's it. That's the test.
Because that's a reveal is, right?
Yeah, and then
Say root.
I just felt like if it was a Kylie-inspired outfit, it should have give us more drama.
Yeah,
You know, the
it
hips,
should have been
the
bigger.
ass, the everything. And it was kind of like a flamenco that's really sad. You know what I mean? Yeah.
When
No.
I think reveal, I said it myself. When I think reveal, I think of Jada Essence Hall in All Stars.
Last season, yeah.
Last season, she had 4 gowns on. Seamlessly, they all looked like one piece. It was done. Yeah. That's what I feel. All right, let's keep going.
We have LaPhil now. LaPhil.
I liked it. It was pink. It was real pink.
It was kind of similar to what Jombers did. I mean,
last
last
week
week
in
with
the
the
Singing in the
umbrella.
Rain.
Yeah. I just didn't like the way she kept handling it. She would like toss it and it would like still look really funny.
just seemed like really-
It made
like,
it
this really
comical when it looked
delicate.
fashion. It looked good, you know? But every time she picked it up and threw it, it kind of looked. Yeah. No? Did you guys think that or no? I thought it
Girl,
was
you're
so.
throwing this
You know
around
what I'm
like
talking
it's
about?
Kmart.
What'd you
Come
say?
on, girl. All right, and the last one, Pixie Polite.
Pixie.
I personally love that. It was giving me Speed Racer. It was giving me RuPaul from the logo. Yeah, hers was sick. And I love a helmet with a wig on it.
I do love that. What do you ladies think? Pangina, I see you thinking. What?
She had the flag, the checker.
The race
No,
car.
I know. I've seen it. Okay.
Whoa.
In every episode in the beginning. Right? You're clever. Am I right?
Is it in the beginning of your episodes too?
Oh, not here?
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
I was talking
it
about
is.
Pixie, but you thought I meant Ru. We're good.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
talking
never
about
mind.
Pixie.
Okay, I didn't get I understand now when she explained it, but initially I thought of Power Rangers.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
shut up now.
Yeah. Amy Jo Johnson. Okay.
No, anytime, I don't know, this, you guys are going to hate me for this, but anyway.
Don't do it.
Anytime that anyone does anything like RuPaul, I'm like, stop kissing ass, girl. Like, why are you given this one opportunity to do this runway and you want to do something this bitch does? Like really, I want to take that time to showcase me and what I do, right? Opposed to, let me kiss her ass and do something RuPaul did. How do you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's like Drag Race. Like it's
Yes.
like
I
your
didn't buy it.
chance to like make your legacy, and you're doing something that I guess
somebody
that's
else
been
did.
done. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I mean that's her legacy, and she's polite. So
She's Pixie Polite, yeah.
So you did not like when Jessica or Trixie did RuPaul for Snatch Game?
Oh no, that's a different story because it's Snatch Game and that takes some skill. You know, like you had to act. You know what I mean? You got to do some acting. This is, you know what I mean? But Jessica, I thought was gonna be funny. Period, because of her accent and the fact that at that time she's fluent in English now, but at that time she was not. She was still living in Puerto Rico. She did not. And baby, I'm like, one, you have a language barrier, and now you want to act like RuPaul, like in front of RuPaul, like challenge after challenge. But that was a choice. But now, on my season 8, they told us we couldn't do Ru or Drag Race Girls. Yeah, so we couldn't do that anymore. After
Violet
Violet did
Alyssa.
Alyssa Edwards.
But someone did it recently, and I remember thinking of the rule, and I was like, wait, but that didn't work for her.
Maybe it was. Wait, I'm not gonna say that. Wait, who was it?
It happened recently.
Angeria did Tammy Brown. Yeah.
That's what it was! And I was like, but there's
Yeah.
the rule. Yeah, I don't
but
know.
it's
Yeah.
Tammy Brown. We love her.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, it's somebody like, you know what I mean? Like,
Uh-oh.
What? What do
What?
you mean,
Uh-oh.
Naysha?
What
No,
do you
mean?
explain.
What do you
Somebody
mean?
like
What do you
what?
mean, sis?
What do you
listen,
mean?
I have 2 Drag Race girls looking at me real crazy right now. Like,
What
what
do
do
you
you mean? Why wouldn't somebody do me? No. I mean, like, Tammy is such a character. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can do pretty. I'm saying because Blair's right next to me, but you can do a pretty drag queen with, let's say, blonde hair, and I wear a
I'm
lot of
not a
blonde
drag
hair,
queen.
and we're sitting right next to each other, and then you're like, is it Willem, Courtney Act, Blair, or Naysha? Do you get what I mean? There's no real, but a Tammy Brown is someone whose character is just so outside.
Oh, so
you know what I
fuck
mean?
my drag.
Do you get what? No, and my drag. I just said me too.
I'll take the check now, thanks.
Y'all know what I mean, right? You get it. Yes, I hope you guys get what I'm saying. But I think that's why they
No,
stopped
they
it.
don't. They're like, what
They
the
get
fuck?
it.
I get it. I just can't
Sir,
find
right here, the bald man's like, nah, bitch. I don't get it.
But you know, Tammy is her own
Tammy's
in her
the
own world.
best.
I
She's her
fucking
own
love
One of my
her.
favorite people on the planet.
I fucking love Tammy. And if you're ever around her, like in a dressing room or even hanging out at the bar, she's such a good time. Like it's ridiculous. But yeah.
Before we get back into these runways, do not forget we have questions after this. So any questions you have for Pangina or Blair, start thinking of those now in the context. And our host will be around in just a little bit.
Yes.
And then at 10:30 we have performances from both of our special guests and all your hostesses as well. Make some noise for that.
Word.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good time. So make sure you stick around for that. And why don't we jump right back into it? Yes,
do we
ladies?
can we talk about like the tops and the bottoms? What do we think
Oh,
before
we could do
get
that.
there?
Yeah. Okay. So my top cheddar, bottom is black pepper and La Phil are my 2 bottoms, I think. What do you ladies think?
Jombers has a good chance of winning as well, I think.
You know what? Yeah,
Maybe not the runway.
But-
I'll take it back.
but you know what? No,
But
no,
the
no, but
runway's
you know-
just for us, remember?
Cheddar was so good, though. Cheddar was
Blair
so
said it.
The runway
The
only
runway's just for
counts
us.
when it's bad. That's the only
I'll eat
time
my
it
words.
counts.
Who do you think?
My gut says exactly what you just said.
Okay.
Exactly what you just said. And also my gut says that too because we had the minute in the workroom with Cheddar, so it kind of like helps set up the story. We're going to give you the whole arc and the win, and like it kind of like makes sense. But then sometimes they like to pull the badge and be like, skirt, just kidding. And like flip it around on you. So I'm also kind of like now second guessing, like, oh, maybe it's somebody else. And like, was I paying attention enough? Or was I putting on my nails and not paying good enough attention? Because I was doing that. Because I'm a professional. But I was late. So yeah, what she said, copy paste.
Pangina, what are your thoughts?
Copy paste.
Okay.
Her. No, I actually think that Black Peppa and LaFille is going to be lip syncing.
Which would be a really sickening lip sync too, I think, based on what they do.
I am kind of sad about John Burrs before I get y'all's answer because she's the only one that hasn't gotten
She's
a
got
win.
no badge,
right?
yeah.
She hasn't got, and I kind of want that for her, but Cheddar was way too good this week. Like Runway, everything.
Both
she was
of
just
them,
so good. So I think she's gonna get the win. What do you ladies think?
I'm right with you. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't want to see the lip sync.
Hearing what Blair said, yeah, with Cheddar's story, I didn't even consider that as well. It's definitely going to be their win. If they don't, Jombers would be a cute, lovely alternate, and then Peppa's going to send someone home. That's how I feel.
Oh shit! All right, well let's see who Black Peppa sends home. Crickets right now. Y'all are real quiet, bitch.
It was
Y'all
the
real
judges'
quiet.
critiques. It was everything we.
It was
kinda
everything
said.
that we just said.
Yeah, it was pretty much everything that we said. Yeah. Okay.
So we're judges.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It was pretty much everything that we said. What else? I mean, what can we really say about that? It was on point with everything that everybody said. Yeah. Anybody change any opinions about anything?
No, I'm still sad.
Why are you sad?
Well, just because I think that, like, I really enjoy LaFille. And I think tonight it might end for her.
Okay, but they loved her runway. Like,
Yeah.
loved her runway. And they said
the
she
Snatch
wasn't.
was so
but
flat.
they did say that it was like, you played it straight.
Yeah, and she has been playing it straight for so many weeks. They've
Yeah.
told her this over and over, and we know that in Drag Race history, if they continue to tell you, you're gonna get chopped, girl, because you're not what? Listening. That's what they want you to do.
Do you ladies think same? LaFille, bottom, Black Peppa? Yeah.
Someone
Is
said
this a pixie?
Pixie?
Where?
I think she had a few more chuckles.
She was standing there like she didn't feel comfortable.
Who?
Pixie looked uncomfortable.
Did she? Why do you think?
Well, I just don't think that. I think I don't know.
Well, you said her eyebrows were too close. That's what you said first.
You see? Why didn't you say that out loud?
Well, because the show was rolling.
No.
The show was rolling.
Is there anything else that you want to share
No,
that you
that's
might
it.
have
Well,
said under your breath?
Maybe I think she should have full pants on since we want to play the game. Because these little like half capri pizzas, they weren't. I was not featuring that.
Uh-huh.
Anything else you want to come for me about?
Uh-huh.
No. Yeah. Just. I don't know.
Okay, so we're all on 100%. We all agree, yes, with everything the judges said. All right.
Do you
well,
guys agree
we're
with us?
judges.
With
Yeah.
what's happening? We're watching the same program, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
All right, let's go back into it. Let's see what's going to happen. I do like that she did call Posh a, like, drunk, crazy bitch. Like, now does everyone think like that's how Posh is or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, I wish she would have done that. It probably would have been better,
She's
yeah?
also the only Spice Girl who hasn't been a judge on this season. Or, yeah, on the UK franchise.
Well, there's probably a reason.
right there.
She's also the only one working, I think. No shade. I just saw her fashion show. She
All
just
tea.
closed. No tea. Are the other ones working? Oh no, Melanie's on. Mel is on. What's that show? The
Eat It
X
Up.
Factor?
the talent one, isn't
X
she?
Factor?
Is it X Factor?
Or Britain's Got Talent, one of them?
She's not. She's a judge on another show,
It's
isn't she?
American Idol, girl.
Yeah, she's not on American Idol,
No,
girl.
I know. Who cares? They're working. I would never work again if I fucking sang "If You Want to Be My Lover." I'll tell you that.
The shade that she's throwing at the Spice Girls.
No, I love them. I think it's cool that I could only play Scary my whole life, so it's fine.
Aww.
Oh, really?
No. Okay, no. Let's move on. I really do think that we hit the nail right on the head, and I think that that's what's going to be in the bottom. Did you guys see any changes based on what they just said?
And we know how Black Pepper lip syncs, so it's
she's
about to go down.
So she's sending LaFille home, is what you're saying?
I think Phil's gonna get filled.
Yeah. Okay, they didn't. So,
Wait, what?
what did you just
What?
say?
LaFille, she's gonna get like.
She is so nasty today.
I took my hormone shot yesterday. That's why.
She took. Say that louder.
Nothing.
What'd you say?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so you know they'll come for you, girl. You know they'll come for you. You know how they are. Anyway, when we say they, we talk about the internet trolls because we have
lots of fans.
We have people that are not our fans, and we're okay with that too. But we are very resilient people. We come from two marginalized groups that we don't give a fuck what the internet has to say. So what? Anyway, with that said, let's fucking go back and see what the hell's gonna happen right now.
You guys got your questions for these gals?
We're doing Q&A.
All right, I'm coming to you first, okay, Daddy? All right.
All right. So a little surprise there. Are you guys surprised? You thought LaFille won that lip sync? Did you guys think? What do you?
Okay, we are okay. So
think?
you know, I always talk about the shoe situation
Spill on LaFille.
because
Go
they
ahead.
love to show their little bunions, even on a Celebrity Drag Race. Remember, they were taking off their shoes and showing.
I don't remember. I didn't watch that.
Oh yeah, you didn't watch that. Sorry, but taking off your shoes, you did watch it. You were with us, bitch.
The one episode that I filled in for Caramel?
Yeah.
Oh, that episode. Okay.
Yeah, Miss Thing took her shoes off. Anyway, taking your shoes off and taking your drag off, like we know RuPaul hates that. And
She does.
Quite
She
frankly,
does.
I mean,
I took mine off.
I'm sure most of you in this house.
I mean, no, they were performing in that moment. I would have said, "Stop right now. Put your shoe back
Yeah.
on." No.
I think had the shoes maybe stayed on, she would have stayed. I mean,
There was a purpose, though. They had confetti in them. Did you? That's the reason.
Was
No,
it-
baby,
seriously.
that didn't.
But
The-
was it executed?
It was coins.
It was money. Money.
Oh, bitch.
Well,
sure.
girl, she could've
Thank you for that. I didn't even know that. There was a purpose behind it,
Because
though.
they don't have dollar bills. Like their dollars are like coins. So I think she put a bunch.
6 pence.
That's why
Got
they don't
it.
tip over there.
Got it.
Because it's
So-
like
but there was a
coins.
reason. It wasn't like everybody else meaning me. That I took them off because my feet hurt.
But imagine how uncomfortable it must be throughout the half of the song, just with the coins in your shoe.
Yeah. I think she probably put it in when she went to Untucked. She
Okay,
took the
but-
shoe off, put the coins in, then
But
But
also
she still
she-
did half that lip sync with the coins in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She
totally.
had all those cargo pockets too, so she could have just put them
Put 'em
in
in there.
those.
Bitch,
That's
I
what
would
I
have
thought,
threw the
too.
coins at, like, they were just like,
Yeah.
I didn't see them. Like, I would
Yeah.
have fucking hit RuPaul with the coins.
Now, did you guys?
So then you would have known that the coins were there.
And since Pangina, you were a judge on there and a little bit more familiar with production, did you notice this, or is this just me being like whatever? Did you notice how all of a sudden LaFille starts changing, but then they don't even acknowledge it, and all they did was keep the camera on
Baby. Or,
on
excuse
Black
me,
Peppa.
Peppa.
They kept the camera on Black Peppa, and I think this is just me being whatever shady. I think they did that because LaFille did win, and I think that it would not make sense to show all the stuff that LaFille was doing. Do you get what I'm saying? It was controlling the narrative, basically, is what I'm saying. Did you guys get that or no? Did anybody else get that?
I got that a little
Okay.
bit. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You see. But
I hate TV now.
But no, don't hate TV. You know
not
what it is.
fun anymore.
Don't hate TV. Don't hate TV. The problem is we're still filming a TV show, and yes, unfortunately, Black Peppa is more exciting.
Yeah.
She talks, she's reading. LaFille does kind of blend into. You know how it's been for LaFille throughout the entire season. What do you think, Pangina?
I thought when they were starting, LaPhil emote like lots of joy. She was catching all the music better, and it just goes well with the vibe of the song. And then everything changed when she started playing with that shoe, because she was just taking so much time. The payoff didn't come off as what we wanted, and then now she's flat-footed, and Rue hates it. And then when she's jumping around, the energy was all over the place. And then at the end, I feel like Black Pepper kind of honed in the energy better. But in the beginning, if you had to ask who was winning, I'd say LaPhil.
Yeah, same.
Totally.
I have to watch that again because I didn't see where this like yellow boa thing came from. All of a sudden,
Right.
It was
Where
in
did
her
that come
leotard,
from?
in her butt. It was
I
in her
mean,
butt.
also I
She
just
pulled it out from the back.
blinked, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Whoa!" So, yeah.
It was in her butt.
All right. Well, did we enjoy the episode, everybody?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do we agree with who went home?
Maybe
Okay,
not
and that's
this
based on the
time.
lip sync, right? Okay, yeah, because, I mean, based on the other episodes, I think it was LaPhil's time, no?
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
But
I
I
mean,
just don't
I don't-
think, I just
yeah.
don't think she lost this lip sync. I think, yeah. But I'm happy Black Pepper's there because she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, we enjoy all of them. I think, and,
Yeah.
we watch them and we learn about them week by week, and we grow with them, and like we get attached to certain individuals, and so somebody has to win. We talked about this last week. Only one person can win going in. So
totally. Well, no, actually, some people don't even win, and they win, if you know what I mean,
yeah.
yes?
Well, you
All
gonna
right.
win some shorts?
Yeah, no, so why did you see...
Did you? Meow, meow, meow.
Stop. I still have my boy underwear on. We're going to do questions now.
Right here, I got a
audience.
first
So do
question
you have,
right here.
Oh, of course. Did you run to your daddy over there?
I did.
You are disgusting.
No, bitch, I'm doing you tonight.
You are so... That is very me, I got to be honest.
She is such a slut. Anyway,
I am
hi, what's your name?
I'm Rocky.
Hi, Rocky. Go ahead and ask your question.
Pangina.
Hi, Rocky.
Hi, Rocky. See, Naysha's is fucking, god damn it.
I'm a slut too. It's okay.
Oh, I love it.
All right, Naysha, come finish this question.
Pangina.
How long have you been a slut? Since what year?
I don't want to reveal my age because I look really good.
The answer is yes. Anyway.
Since 2000. But go on.
Okay, 2001.
Okay, close by.
So we were actually talking about the runways earlier, and Thailand had some of the most amazing runways, especially when it came to the design.
Yeah.
Was there a queen while you were judging that you actually pulled out of the bottom because the runway was so phenomenal?
That means that I have to remember almost all of it, and I drank. Why don't you tell me the ones that you thought I should have, and then I'll answer whether that's what I think.
Good save, girl.
No, I'm serious. There's so many runways and so many girls. Why would they go shopping at the same place?
Oh, the read is in store.
There is this mall
girl.
in Thailand we call the drag queen mall, like Diagon Alley for drag queens, and then they would go shopping together. I'm like, bitch, you're in a competition. Stop going together. They're like in the same car and everything, just helping each other hold things. Do you think this is a good outfit? Just like, yeah, I like that on you. I'm like, seriously? Y'all doing this? But, so which one did you like? Oh.
He's a real gentleman.
Well, it's different because in Thailand we wait so heavily on the runways versus here. So most likely the runway would save them a lot of the times, as you've noticed. And we'll change that. But
Whoa.
yeah,
You will?
I think so. I mean, sometimes when you're doing a reality show, in a different country, you don't kind of understand the perspective, and now we kind of do, and I think it would be nice to just do 50-50. Yeah.
So, any other questions? Let's do more questions. Over here, anywhere? Really? For anyone.
These people came from so far to see y'all. Y'all better say hello to them.
Do you have a question? Oh, right over here? Oh. Oh, you're going to maybe come over here and not ask the question? Are
She's
you
just
thinking
scared of you,
something?
that's all.
Keep it up, Miss Batty Davis.
Well, while they get a question, Pangina, with the new reveal of Canada versus the world, how are you, or what are your thoughts on that? Are you excited to see the girls? Who are you excited to see back? Is there anyone you were expecting?
I'm kind of sad that I thought it was going to be like a one-off, like a UK versus the world, and then now there's Canada versus the world. I'm like, oh my God. But I really want some of the Thai girls to be able to represent as well. So I was like, oh, there's no Thai girls this season, so hopefully the next one.
Do you know if any of the girls were reached out to?
Well, let me ask you this.
You are getting
I'll
me
ask
in
you.
trouble.
I'll ask you this:
What?
is there a reason that they're not being reached out to?
I don't know.
Oh no!
How would-
Seriously, is there? There has to be like.
Could it be like with
there's-
traveling or something?
Oh,
Right.
Oh, visa.
Yeah.
Visa, there you go.
okay.
You think that could be-
For us, it's like just leaving the country is like applying to get into heaven. It's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah.
And also work visas are especially hard to work in Canada, like harder than the UK, harder than the US, so it's like an even harder place to go.
Yeah, so all I'm getting at is that there could be other challenges happening. That's why that's not happening. Hopefully, it happens. If they plan, I just feel like they just got to plan better. I mean, they got all the money in the world. I think they can fucking make it happen. But does anybody else have any questions? We got one right over there. Come over.
Was that man here last week?
No, this is not him. No,
okay.
no, no, no. Pardon me, boys. Pardon me. No. Who was he hitting on last week? The one that
Alfonso
was hitting on Raja.
on Raja.
Yeah, he's flying around the world
The
with
same
Raja
exact
now.
seat though.
Yeah, pardon me, boys.
Pangina, you mentioned that you had a healthy relationship with reality. When you were watching Snatch on this episode, did you...
watching the Snatch? You mean the Snatch game?
No, the Snatch.
Oh, yeah.
When you were watching the Snatch game, did you like see yourself in these characters who are stalling, or what their reality was? Like, was this a moment you're like, ooh, I know how that feels, or oh, I know that's hard? Did you have those feelings while watching it?
Yeah. I was like, oh. And it's so crazy because watching it, we film at the same studio. And so when we would open the cabinet, it's like, oh, is this from another girl from the past season? You know, like, so we would think these things. And then going through the Snatch game, like, obviously I have the same kind of feeling of like, oh shit, she's not laughing, you know? But does that answer your question? I'm sorry. Yeah, I can definitely relate. It's the same studio, it's the same feeling. I bombed the Snatch game. And you know, it's fine. Next time round, I'll be okay. I'm excited.
There will be a next time, she said. Okay, love that.
Oh yeah, she said that last time she was here.
Did she? Let me ask you both this
Yeah.
question. You both have been. You've both been on. Would you do? I'm
Where
all the way
are
over
you?
here. I'm over here. I'm over here.
There's nothing like just like God, are you there? Like eye contact.
I was talking to Daddy over here.
I told you she was gonna scoop and do the loop, and she did.
Guys, he has another question. That's why I'm over here. I swear.
Okay, yeah.
I swear.
By the moon and the stars.
All right. No. Would you, if you are asked to come back to any other type of season, whatever the fuck they call it, versus stars, whatever, would you guys be a part of it? Include Blair, like.
I've talked. Actually, we were talking about this earlier. If they did a similar format where, with the all-winner season, where like nobody went home and there was like points or something different, I'd really consider it because like. There's so much that I could have done in the past if I just let go and had fun and was there to have fun. I think I would have showcased more of like who I am and like really let go and enjoyed the experience. But when you have this pressure of like I need to do this because like if I get far enough in this competition and then I will work more, and if I work more I can support my family more and like what I do, and like I can keep working and have longevity, and there's blah 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 blah, all this stuff that comes out. And if you just like put it all away and have fun and make a TV show, I would do that. In terms of like another type of similar season, I wouldn't do it, no.
I would do it if they have Mars versus the world. That would be fun. No, I would totally, in a heartbeat, do it. But it also, something people don't understand that when you're competing, you have to be in the right mind space.
Right.
You have to be able to take on, and you have to have that thick skin, that thick alligator skin that is bulletproof. And then, you know, just mind and body and soul to go into that competition and do the best. Yeah.
Do you think that you were in a good headspace for when you did UK versus the World? Because I know for my 2 seasons, I was not in a good headspace for either season. Mm-mm. My first season, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And then my second season, I wanted to prove to myself and everyone else so badly that I knew what the hell I was doing that I had absolutely no idea in hell what I really was doing. And so like now I look back and I'm like, damn, like, just be yourself. Like, just have fun. And like, don't have to worry about like if people like you or don't like you. Because if I went home at night happy with me, like that's all that really mattered. So to circle back, I would only want to do a season to be myself, but that's not a good enough reason because then that's still like proving something. And I don't need to prove anything if I go home at night and I like who I am. So, sorry, that's really deep, and we're in a drag
Girl, you
club.
deep.
No,
I like
yeah,
it. I'm thinking. I'm like,
it.
oh my God, you deep.
So like, I don't need to do that for that. But if it was for fun, sure. But would you? Sorry, back to my question though. Do you think you were in a good headspace when you did it?
Absolutely. I was coming out of COVID. When I got the call, my life became about Drag Race. Like, I literally just trained. It was a good time. It was a good time. I was really ready. I made sure I had to do what I had to do to go in. Wasn't enough. But still, you know, at least going into it, I was like, let's go. So it was a great time, yeah.
And to piggyback off of that, I just want to touch base because last time you were here, you were telling us that you took acting classes, dancing classes. So when she's talking, she literally prepared things that she was not used to doing, so that way it was somewhat comfortable. And that's what I was touching base about earlier about the girls coming to Drag Race and the newer girls not really doing their research and what needs to be done. That is why she is a judge on Thailand, because she did the research. That is why they asked her to do this competition, because she did the research. So.
Okay, so we have one more question over here. We'll do yours over here, and then we have a last one right over here.
Okie dokes.
Hi, Blair. A lot of us fell in love with you on your season because it was this all-American boy to this fresh off the boat. And then you came back for All Stars, where it was this person who found their sexuality and their confidence, to this, which is this demure, confident, beautiful person. What triggers your evolution in your drag? Because they are pretty drastic, fresh off the boat, empowered, sexual, demure, beautiful, confident. What triggers that in you?
Yes, bitch.
Wow.
Oh my God, ask me a question, please.
Okay.
The linguist.
Thank you.
I
First
live,
of all,
bitch.
thank you. Flattery will get you everywhere. And no, I have to thank you for that, honestly. I actually needed that question because recently I've been asking myself, like, where do I fit in the world of drag? Like, where does my career fit? Like, where do I want to be? I was originally a musical theater major that found drag because I was like, I'm going to make it and this is my niche. And then I dropped my degree because I got on Drag Race. And there's many contracts and things involved with Drag Race, so you can't necessarily take on different theater contracts, and now I can. And I was like, I'm getting back into the world of like where I came from, like where my job came from, and I thought, like, where does my career fit in life right now? Like, where is it? So thank you, because I needed to hear that, you know, confident and demure, and truthfully, well, thanks. I really appreciate that because I think when
we love you, Blair. Clap for Blair. Clap, 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 clap.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. And I seriously, I love Roscoe's, my hometown, and I have a house like 3 hours from here in Indianapolis. So like, woo, Indianapolis. So like the Midwest is super special to me. Also, I can give you the address later.
Just Rocky.
That's what he wanted.
Or the hotel room. So season 10, I had no idea who I was. I was 21, 22 years old. All Stars, I wanted to prove, like I mentioned, so badly who I thought that I was. I'm not trying to tell you now who I am, but I like the person that sits here today. You know, that doesn't mean that I know who they are. But I like the person in the mirror so much more because I just wake up and I'm like, if you like it, great. If you don't like it, okay. Like, I like it. And I go to bed and I have a core group of people in my life. So I think that's what's been important about Drag Race. I credit Drag Race. We talk about the show. We bitch about it. We say, don't blame it on the edit, like all kinds of things. But I credit Drag Race because I don't know if I would have been able to like be who I am today without the experience. I've traveled the world. We've done so much. We've met so many people. And I tell my sisters and my friends back for where I started doing drag, I'm like, this is what it's about. Like, it's not travel. It's not like everything. It's like about creating a core group of people that you love and that you want to be around. And like a cast spot at like your local bar, it's like a dream. It's you know, a lot of people think it's like what we have the opportunity to do. It's amazing. I'm blessed. But I'm more blessed because I think I found a happiness in like what this has given me. And I think like that's, if you think that's confidence, if you think that's self-assured, you know, like a mentality, then that's what it is. But like I'm just grateful to work, especially past COVID.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes, Blair.
Love that. All right, we're going to do 2 more questions. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Corey. I'm from Chicago. It was announced today that RuPaul's not going to be hosting next week's episode of Drag Race UK. Any thoughts or think there's any deeper meaning for the first time her not hosting an episode?
Good. Take a day off. Go ahead. What do you ladies think?
She must be busy. What kind of answer do you want me to say?
Salty?
She's had her phone out all evening. She said, I want to know the tea and I'm going to get it on camera.
But like, you know, sometimes you read into the show and it's fun. And like for me, most of the times I don't think about the things. I'm like, oh, maybe she had a dentist appointment. You know? That's my first reaction. Or maybe like food poisoning. Who knows? Your turn.
Somebody said, I overheard somebody say Raven got sick that day.
No, Raven's here, isn't she? Raven's gonna be in the episode.
Did you not get it though, girl?
Well, yeah, she gotta do her makeup.
Yeah.
I remember when Raven started taking over Rue's face on my original season, and I remember everyone talking about, I don't know, I'm not under contract.
You're not an NDA.
I
Tell
remember
us, bitch.
when everyone backstage was like, okay, this is the first face, like that's going to be on like our premiere episode that was going to be on TV, like Rue's new face, and they were like, cut away, she's not seen it yet. So that's just so random. I don't know why I said that. But
keep going.
Oh, the tea.
We love that.
But I don't. Yeah, sure. Maybe Raven's sick too. I don't know. Yeah. They could have called me. No, I will. Oh gosh, that's terrifying. That's a scary job.
Can you imagine? I have one question over here. Last one.
Hi, I'm Josh from Chicago. Y'all have been commenting tonight about the editor's kind of shady choices to like leave certain sounds in or play certain music, like when they left the sound of Pixie's footsteps going down the stairs. Yeah, I mean, they do stuff like that. And I wanted to ask Pangina, obviously when you were eliminated from UK versus the World...
My crying sound is beautiful and I love it.
No,
Is that what you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask, like, the editors chose to leave your mic hot, like, for long after you were off the stage, and to get a reaction out of people, did you appreciate that? Or did you feel like it was, like, using your sadness for ratings?
So do you think they exploited your feelings, or...
Girl, she threw it over her shoulder, bitch.
I could have been the person who was like real upset, but I like have a sick, twisted sense of humor, and I think it's the funniest shit ever. They left it in the next episode as well. Like in the entrance, they're like, UK versus the world. And I was dying. Because if you can't laugh at the point that you're the most vulnerable and heartbroken, then you shouldn't be laughing at all. If you can get over the hardest parts, it's all easy. And I'm so grateful for the experience that I felt like, yes, it was heartbreaking at that moment, but look where I am now with y'all. So am I mad at them for, giving me so many opportunities, so many careers, and, just the best time ever? And like you said, I went onto the show and I learned so much, and even if I didn't win, I became a much better drag queen than I did before going on the show. So, ขอบคุณค่ะ
Exactly. What
does that mean?
It means thank you.
Okay, thank you for translating that for me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, did you have a good time tonight? Please make some noise for your guests this evening, Blair Sinclair and Pangina!
Yeah!
Do not forget next week our special guests are Cheddar Gorgeous and Lawrence Cheney.
And don't forget to stick around. We'll be performing starting at 10:30 tonight. All 5 of us beauties for you guys.
And I want to remind you guys that if you over at home have not subscribed yet, go ahead and push subscribe. And of course, do not forget, it's right over there. And then please do not forget, we have our Roscoe's merch. So go ahead and get that. It's available at roscoes.com as well as dragqueenmerch.com. And I think we have a live link where you can click on right here in this corner and purchase your Roscoe's merch. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Naysha Lopez.
I am Caramel DeVille.
And I'm Batty Davis.
Have a good night. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye-bye.
See
Stick
you
around.
next
Don't go
week.
anywhere. We have a show, 10:30.
Yeah. We got to go get ready for it.
We sure do.